Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. Well, we've made our way to the Spencer County 4-H Fair for this edition of WJTS in.form. And by the way, the fair runs tonight and still tomorrow and Sunday here at the Spencer County Fairgrounds, which is located near Chrisney. We're going to talk with two young folks who are in 4-H and Larry Dimmett, who's the Extension Educator for Spencer County. First of all, we have with us Nolan Brinkman. We have with us Ellisa Defur and Larry Dimmett, who is the educator. Well, we're going to talk first of all, Nolan, to you since you're closest to us. Tell us your history with 4-H.
I joined 4-H a year late. I joined it in 4th grade rather than 3rd grade. And so I'm only going to be a 9-year member, but I've been very involved. I was my 4-H club's president, Mariah Hill, and I was a camp counselor, and I was a junior leader. So I've been very involved all 9 years.
Okay, and Mariah Hill's club is called?
Just the Mariah Hill 4-H
Club. Okay,
club.
it's like the Folded Club is the
Yes.
Folded Club.
Yeah.
Okay, not like the Chrisney Clovers.
No.
You're just okay. All right. Now, if you'd pass the microphone down, we're going to ask. This is Ellisa Defur, and tell us about your history with 4-H.
I am going to be a junior. I've been in 4-H since 3rd grade. It will be my 8th year, and I have been president of my 4-H club for the past 4 years. And recently, this year, I am vice president of my junior leaders club.
Okay, and what is your 4-H club?
My 4-H club is Richland West.
Okay, and so you actually, in a way, are you in two clubs because you're junior leaders and the 4-H?
We don't really consider it a club.
Okay.
It's just more of like an extra organization part of 4-H.
Okay, and now if you'd pass the mic down, we're going to ask the next young man. Tell us about your 4-H history. I know that you're the extension educator for Spencer
First of all,
County.
thank you, Bill, for calling me young. No one's done that this week or the
Long
past
time.
year. So I am Larry Dimmett, 4-H youth educator in Spencer County here. I was a 10-year 4-H member myself and a volunteer as a adult for many years, and was fortunate enough to become a youth educator about 6.5 years ago, and I've been here the whole time here in Spencer County. So we have these youngsters that have said they joined in 4th grade and 3rd grade, but our program, you can start as a mini 4-H'er as early as in kindergarten. So K through 2 is our mini 4-H, and then once you go into 3rd grade, between your summer of 3rd and 4th grade would be your first year of regular 4-H, we would call it.
You know, I think oftentimes people think of 4-H as a program for kids who live on a farm, and that really is not the case, is it?
That is correct. If you talk to any of the 3rd graders that come to springtime on the farm here that we have with the Farm Bureau group, I explain that to the youngsters, and they're really surprised. Those 3rd graders answer the question that I ask, how many live on a farm that's in 4-H? And I usually get the number anywhere from about 5 to 10 out of 10. And the actual answer to that on the national average is about 1 to 1.5. So what started for farm and rural kids is now for everyone, and that's what we're here for.
I think sometimes when you come to the fair, what you see is the animals. And so you associate 4-H with animals, but you also have the building where you have the exhibits, and there's cake decorating, there's photography, there's rocketry, there's beekeeping, there's a little bit of everything.
Yes, and here in Spencer County, we are known a little more for ag, but even here in Spencer, we are majority non-ag projects here in 4-H, and those youngsters are involved in some of the livestock, but the majority of them are non-livestock members. So something to be proud of, to be able to have something for everyone. There's not a project that we can't take care of because we have one called It's Your Project. So if it's so unique, we'll put it in that category. We try not to, but sometimes a few of them fall in that category.
Okay, now let's go back to Ellisa. And Ellisa, if you would, tell us what you think is the most important thing that you've learned from 4-H.
In 4-H, I have learned that leadership is very important because if we don't start leading the younger members, then they're not going to, be as involved. So I think it's really important for us to go ahead and start being leaders, and so they will keep on doing 4-H.
Now, in another way, what is the most fun thing about 4-H for you?
I love going to the 4-H camp. I was a counselor like Nolan was, and it was really fun to just help the kids and just watch them have fun all week. It's great.
Okay, now if we could go to Nolan, and Nolan, let me ask you the same questions. What is something that you've learned from 4-H?
4-H has taught me the value of being involved in your community. I've been the president of my club, and through Junior Leaders, we do a lot of community service. We do Operation Christmas Child, where we buy presents for less fortunate families in the area during Christmas time, and we do a lot just to be involved, to help the community and give back. That's really important to me.
And then for you, what's the most fun part about being in 4-H?
Definitely.
Is that one? No, that's not. There's something with fun having to do with 4-H.
Yes.
I was thinking it was one of the H's, but I don't think it is.
Yeah. Well, 4-H is very fun. Even the meetings can be fun, and everything about 4-H is fun. But I really enjoyed 4-H camp. I was a counselor as all 4 years that I could be a counselor, and with counselors, really, we run the camp. The adults are there to supervise and to give assistance, but we plan the theme, and we break them into groups, and we do a lot of the work at the camp, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay, and you're going to go to Purdue next year, this coming fall.
Yes.
All right, good luck to you in studying what?
Business management.
All right, now, what are the 4-H's?
Head, hands, heart, and health.
Not fun? No,
Fun is not.
Yeah.
It's its own thing. That's its own leaf of a different clover.
Okay. Oh, its own leaf of a different clover.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Hey, if you would, please, tell us about the Junior Leaders Program.
Junior Leaders is a group of involved 4-Hers throughout the whole county, and we meet here at the 4-H campgrounds once a month, and we give back to the community through the Operation Christmas Child thing. We've done the Operation Military Kid thing, which is where we gave goodie bags to people whose parents were in the military, and we just meet here and we help the community and we plan events, and we're like the leaders within 4-H.
Okay, and then Ellisa, if you'll answer this question, tell us about what is the 4-H camp? How long is it, and when does it run?
Our 4-H camp is 3 days, usually Wednesday through Friday. June, this year I think it was June 5th through the 7th.
So in early June.
Yes.
And what do you do at the camp? Learn how to make things, or just learn how to be a better 4-Her?
Well, this year we always have games like water games, and we swim, and we have some different like skill sessions. Like they made a Echo Bot, and it's like a little robot that they use to try to clear off like an oil spill, like an imitated oil spill. And we also make ice cream. The kids always love that. And we went canoeing this year. We have a lot of fun.
Okay, and Larry, one more question for you. You know, you've seen a lot of these kids. You've been involved in 4-H. 4-H is just important for the community as well as the kids. But in what way does the community benefit from 4-H?
I think our program helps these youngsters. Statistics have shown that they are more likely to go to college and further their education in some way, whether it's at a technical institute or a university. So we're proud of that, and they just learn the value, and I think it's through their family and their leaders that we have in the community, because I'm the youth educator for 4-H, but we have a lot of leaders in the community, and that's what makes this program work, is having those 4-H leaders throughout the program and throughout the county helping and working with these youngsters. So, and we have that here in Spencer County, and I wanted to mention, Bill, we also have great opportunities, and I'm going to have Ellisa maybe elaborate more on this, was we have 4-H Roundup, which is just now starting to wrap, I think it's wrapping up now in West Lafayette at the university, Purdue University, and we had science workshops just a couple weeks ago where youngsters have opportunities to go to Purdue University, and from down here we take a Purdue University bus trip from here to there because it's a long way. We do that for our area here in Area 3, and it gives the opportunity for youngsters from each county to learn something and also meet youngsters from other counties. And Ellisa just got back from a junior leader conference that was held in Indy, and this was her second year, and I'd like to have her maybe tell you a little more about that.
Ellisa?
Okay, last year I went to the State Junior Leader Conference, and me and my friend Hannah, we were the first ones from our county to ever go, so it was kind of different. We didn't know what to expect, but after that first week, we loved it, and we said we were coming back this year, and I'm so glad we did. You meet so many new friends from all over Indiana. up north, east, west, everywhere. And you see some people that you've seen before from different fairs. It teaches us how to bring more leadership skills back to our counties. It's a junior leader camp, so it's just for junior leaders, but it is like the highlight of my summer.
Ellisa, thank you very much. And we want to thank these three for being with us on WJTS in.form. We've had Nolan Brinkman, who is now, this is his last 4-H fair, and he is going to Purdue this coming fall. We have had with us Ellisa Defur, who is, you still have a year at 4-H yet, right?
I'm going to be a junior, so I'll have 2.
So you have 2 more years, and you go to South Spencer?
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. And Larry Dimmett, who is the Spencer County Educator. Thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.